the coach, and a blast from the past. Classic Major League interviews.
Coach Mike Reed Mayden, as we're on the road, and we're land to man here, the White Sox future star Chris Sale. How we doing today?
Doing well. How are you?
And it's every kid's dream to play in the big leagues. So when you 2 months ago was still a college young man, now your first round draft pick, and now you're in the big leagues. How does that feel?
It's been a roller coaster ride. It's awesome though. To have an opportunity like this. It doesn't come around very often. So, I'm just going to try to make the best of it. When they call my name to go into the game, these are big appearances. We're in a pennant race, and I'm just going to go out there and try to do the best that I can to help the team win.
Now you're 21 years old, and like the average kid, you're watching ESPN and seeing these guys on TV. How does it feel to actually be out on the field with them right now?
It's kind of surreal. It's like, man, I used to watch these guys on TV. Guys have been playing for some years now. Pierre, Kotze, Canerco, guys like that. Watching Burley throw the perfect game, and now they're my teammates. I see them every day. So, at first I was kind of shocked. But, now, I'm starting to get a little bit more used to it. coming in and day out.
Does something make you want to go ask these guys for their autograph, undercover?
No, I haven't approached them anything like that. I don't want to look like the weird guy.
Now what about, every kid I've come across, Jeter, A-Rod is they idols. So what's going to happen when you see the Yankees and you see Jeter and A-Rod firsthand?
I don't know. I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
And again, when I scouted with a high school ball player, we had this thing that said 5 years from high school to the big leagues, 2 years from college to the big leagues, and you made it in less than 2 months now. A lot of guys paid their dues in the system. How does you feel to have all that?
Well, it feels good. To move quickly through the process.
So you walk in those locker rooms.
Yeah, and it's just one of the things you just kind of want to lay under the radar for a little while, and first couple weeks, you don't talk too much. You don't want to seem like cocky or anything like that. And it's worked well. Kind of what everyone does before the game, and just showing up a little bit earlier, trying to get a feel for what's going on, and asking questions. Just making sure I'm at the right place at the right time, and not stepping on anyone's toes.
So how does a rookie make his way around when these veterans come? Do you just get out of their way?
Yeah. They give me the rookie card. I'm not the biggest guy in the world, so I hear, say you need to eat another plate or something like that. But, just small things like shagging BP and, not being the first in the locker room, or being the first go through the chow line or anything like that. So, but, I'm getting used to it, and it's getting easier day by day.
Brief major league experience and your college experience.
Just the atmosphere alone. It's crazy. And when I was in college, there wasn't too many people in the stands, and here, there's thousands of people here, and just take some deep breaths, and it's the same ball. You still gotta throw strikes, you gotta get outs, and it's kind of the mentality I've been set with.
And what about in high school? Did you know you were going to get draft pick when you were in high school?
At the end of the year, I did. I didn't know. I had gotten some things from a few scouts, and I was picked up in the later rounds, and it just wasn't the best opportunity for me. I saw that I was a late round draft pick, and I had a good opportunity to go to college and try to get a little bit better there. And out of high school, that was my main focus. Get some school under my belt and get a little bit more experience on the mound.
Did you go to college on a scholarship?
Yes, I think I had a half and half scholarship, and so yeah, it worked out well.
When did the scouts start coming around? When did you peak their attention?
Probably the summer I went up to Cape Cod. My sophomore summer, going up there. Had a good summer up there, and then started noticing them coming around my junior year. Towards the fall. Some of them coming during the fall, and towards when the season started, they started coming out a lot more.
Number one draft pick for the Chicago White Sox.
It was unbelievable. I'd worked so many years to get to where I was, and to see that it all paid off, it was, satisfaction was there. I was really happy, I had some friends and family surrounding me, and it was a great day.
Did you cry?
No, I had so many things going on in my mind. I didn't know really what to do. I was kind of just pacing back and forth, like, man, this just happened. This is what I've been waiting for my entire life, and it just happened. And it took a few days to kind of sink in, but yeah, it was a great experience.
Did your parents cry?
I don't think so. There wasn't a lot of crying. There was a lot of cheering though. My dad was happy to get me off his bank account. So.
Well, now you put them on your bank account.
I don't know. We don't want to go that far.
Okay, Dad, I'm putting in a plug for you, Dad.
You tried.
All right, the coach take you behind the scenes.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate it. All right, the coach is on his way home after a day at the ballpark. Oh, I forgot. We got to get to Hummer talking about his no-hitter. Let me go back in the ballpark right quick and get this interview. The coach, Mike, we Mayden, as we on the field with the man of mans, Phil Hummer. I mean, Humbess.
Yeah, good. Appreciate you having me on.
Well, I mean, we can't do an interview without talking about the big event, the no-hitter.
Yeah, man, it was a fun day. Just one of those things where it seemed like everything came together. And I was making my pitches and the balls they hit went at people, and our guys made the plays, and it was just so much fun, man. Just being able to celebrate that with my teammates, and just probably something I'll never forget. Probably won't ever happen again, but definitely glad to be able to experience it, and thankful for everything that's happened since.
So when you was growing up as a kid and had these dreams of ambitious of playing in the big leagues, did you ever in your wildest mind think about no-hitter, something dramatic?
No, that's that's like sacred ground. You don't want to even think about that. That's something that you can't even imagine happening. I mean, it's only happened, a perfect game's only happened 21 times in the history of baseball, but one of my heroes growing up was Nolan Ryan, and he threw 7 no-hitters. And I always, just admired. I mean, how can you possibly do that? Keep a major league team from getting a hit for 9 innings and do it, let alone do it once, but 7 times. And just to be able to experience that was like I said, it was really special, and I'm definitely thankful for it.
When I think back over it, only 21 times. I mean, here's Phil Hummer. A few years ago, you had Tommy John surgery. It was almost out of baseball.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of ups and downs, and there was times, early in my career, and really, 2-3 years ago, where I was thinking about going and getting a real job, getting out in the real world and doing, something other than playing a game for a living, because I wouldn't have much fun, and it didn't seem like I was making a whole lot of progress, but I just kept trusting that this is where God wanted me to be, and kept working at it, and it just goes to show you never know what can happen, in baseball and in life. If you just keep pushing and keep working at it, keep your head up, good things will happen.
When you think about the game, this America's pastime, baseball, when you look at the history of the game, you hit a Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig's, Joe DiMaggio, all the greats of the game.
Yeah.
Phil Hummer will ever be an edge in the history of the game for a perfect game.
It's still, I mean, that thought right there is still hasn't really sunk into me yet. That something of mine will be in the Hall of Fame. The ball from that game, and just to know that nobody can ever take that away from me. No matter where my career goes or what happens, I always have that. But we still got a long season to go, and that's the other side of that coin. It was a great moment, but still, I want to be consistent as a starting pitcher, and I want to, more than anything, I think a better moment for our team would be able to be celebrating a playoff berth and maybe a World Series championship one day, and anything you can do as a team, I think has a little bit more meaning than it does individually. But definitely when my career is over, I always have that game right there to look back on and say, you know what,
for one day, I was perfect.
Did you cry?
You know what? I didn't really cry. I got a little emotional, after the game, just thinking about there's so many good things that are going on right now. God's just blessing my wife and I, with that new baby that we got on the way, and my first boy, and just excited for that, and then on top of that, just have something cool like what happened Saturday go on. Just a lot of emotions, but mostly just thankful, just grateful for what's happening.
So just think about it now. Phil Harmer is a household name.
Well, maybe for a few days. That was really neat, just to do the interviews and things like that, and have a chance to be on David Letterman and things. But you might want to call it your 15 minutes of fame or whatever. I just wanted to, in that time, I wanted to represent myself the right way, and also the Chicago White Sox, and it's an opportunity to get your message out there when people are looking at you and asking questions, and I just took it as a great opportunity and tried to enjoy, all of it.
Well, he even got a call from President Obama.
I did, yeah. It was nice of him to take time out of his, busy schedule, being the leader of the known free world, to call, a baseball player who he probably never heard of before that day, and tell him congratulations. And I was really glad to hear from him, and something, like I said, doesn't happen every day when you hear from the president. So definitely something I won't forget.
Well, did you tell them, both of y'all being, in Chicago, that you wanted, to come to the White House for a visit?
Well, you know what? I've been there. Went there in 2003. We won the national championship at Rice, and so I got to go. He wasn't there, but got to visit President Bush in the White House, but it was funny because President Obama, he asked me about my wife, how she was doing, and it really meant a lot to me that he would ask about her, and just he gave me a couple of little pointers about being a new dad and things like that. So a really nice man, and definitely an honor to talk to him.
I see that you got all that national attention. You want to shave the clay. You became clean shaven.
Well, actually, you know what? That's generally my routine. After I pitch, I generally shave the beard off, especially if I have a good game. I shave it off, get ready for the next thing, and some of that, having the beard, has to do with the cold weather here in Chicago. Just try to keep as much warmth as you can, when you're out there pitching. But that had nothing to do with being on camera or anything like that. It's one of those things where I'm not gonna be able to make myself look much prettier than I am. I'm not that pretty to begin with, so I'm not gonna start trying now.
Well, if you need an agent, the coach can go, get your contract renegotiated for you.
All right, well, yeah, I might have to think about that, but last night didn't go so well, so it's just one of those things where you got to take it one day at a time, and I'm thankful to be here with the White Sox, and hopefully I'll be here for a long time.
Well, if we want to congratulations, I got to say this: the coach watched those last 3 outs after the first out. I got to even say it on TV. The coach got a little emotional.
I appreciate that, man. Thanks for taking the time.
The man, Phil Harmer. Thanks a lot.
All right, man, Coach. All right.
Beckham, wave to my fans. There you go. All right, the coach is wrapping it up. Made our way back to the parking lot and to my car. But remember, coach going to take you behind the scenes all season long. And log on to my website. Hey, follow us on Twitter and Facebook.
Tried to get it all in, and I think we might have just gotten it in. So you make sure you tune us in and catch us on our next show. Classic Major League Interviews.